morning. Happy Thursday. And it is a beautiful sunny day. It's so cool to be able to go out and start walking and watch the sunrise in the morning. It's so lovely. So natural. So beautiful. So I'm having fun so far. And I I was thinking about my grandma this morning on my walk. And my grandmother, she died at 56 years old of a sudden heart attack while blowing her gasket, going off on my grandfather, who was his step-grandfather. But he was kind of a belligerent, demonstrative kind of asshole. And it was my grandmother was a gift. And so her dying so young was a great loss because she was a brilliant watercolor painter. And she had a natural hand at floristry and raising beautiful gardens. And she was also a poet. So it's funny how fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. So anyway, I was only 6 years old when she died. And so she was the first, she's the first dead person I ever saw. But my grandmother taught me some really valuable lessons before she left. And so by the time I was 5 years old, these are things my grandmother taught me. It's better to be a smartass than a dumbass if you're going to be an ass at all. If you burn your ass, you'll sit on the blister. It's better to be looked over than overlooked. And if you have a problem, build a bridge and get over it. Those were lessons from my grandma Alice. So it brought me to thinking again about a bigger, broader idea, and that is, the idea of death, because I've lived to see a lot of deaths, a lot of people, peers, associates, family, cousins, just masses of people have just passed along throughout my life. My father didn't even make it to 60. And he had a couple of heart attacks and stuff before, then. And so I've had a lot of examples in my life. When I was born, my father weighed 365 pounds. They called him tiny. And my mother always weighed a lot too, quite frankly. But my mother lived to 93, which is a miracle. It's amazing. But the point I'm making is that most people are just living to die. That's what they're doing. They're just preparing themselves one way or the other and try to ease the pain of it all. And it's funny because what everybody is doing in our culture, our society predominantly, but throughout all of the world really, is trying to pacify pain. And so by doing so, so what we do with our eating and drinking and smoking and drugs, what we do with our stress levels, what we do with our general habits, all the medications we take, the denial we live in, all of these things are contributing factors to our demise. They're degenerating us. They're degrading us as a species, as a product, as a child of God. So we have to look at why we're doing this. What conditioning led us to this? Why do we believe that we can just keep resolving everything with remedy and putting band-aids where sutures are needed? It's really kind of interesting. So it brings me up on the next level of thinking about what I'm doing now, because I realize as a breatharian, as a urinarian, um, that I am stripping away all of the things that I thought were giving me some kind of pleasure, some kind of remedy. And the reason I'm stripping them all away is because I wanted to get to a cure. Yeah, a cure. So everything I'm learning now indicates that I'm on the way. I'm on that path because my body, as a barometer, is proving it to me one day at a time. It's showing me that what I'm doing is correcting. So now I don't have any plans to die. I don't. I just have no plans to die. At this point, I see myself curing myself, totally reversing. And I played hard. I worked hard. I was always a gusto, go for the fucking, go for the ring, you know. That's how I lived my life. And it was no wonder that my body, my mind, my emotions, and, my psyche and everything fried. I was killing myself slowly and living in a big, big denial. That I can say. Now, this, on the other hand, this is a brand new batch. This is the first glass I poured out of it, and it's pungent. It's funny how it's all living. All of this is living. It's living. And like how people talk about their wine, how it's a living thing. Well, this is a living thing. And it changes. So you can't just have guarantee any specific batch being any specific anything. And that's the beauty of it. Because what it really is, this is not urine. And this is what I really want to get to. Now that I'm not eating, now that I'm getting to that point, and I really am, I'm committed to just not eat. I'm just committed. So it's not even a conversation at this point. What I have done, though, because it's not about the body so much as the mind, because the mind will play tricks on you. And the mind wants to convince you that you're hungry and this, that, and the other. And all you have to do is redirect it. Redirect the thinking, redirect the energy, and it does change. So I don't look at this as urine anymore. I do not see this as something that's disgusting and a waste. Not at all. I see it as a stem cell powered, regenerating fuel. I'll drink to that. A stem cell powered, regenerating fuel. So now, if I think I need something in my body, instead of eating, I'm replacing it with stem cell powered regenerating fuel. And I can feel the difference. Day by day, I'm feeling it. What my life looks like right now is this. This is, I'm healing my hands. I'm getting ready to have another operation. I'm focused on my total healing. So that's my job, is heal. And so with my stem cell powered regenerating fuel and not adding any food into my body anymore, my body has nothing but time on its hands to regenerate my body and heal it and reverse anything. So I've kind of gotten away with something because I learned something new. Instead of just planning on dying, because that's what I was really doing 3 years ago. I was planning on dying. I was a lump. It was like, when, this is taking too long. But not anymore. Not now. I have no plans of dying. None. And so, isn't that great news? And, the thing is that I'm not unique. I mean, I know I'm rare. I'm aware of that. You know, I'm a freakazoid. What do you want? But I am a human being. And so in that light, I'm no different than any other human being. I just changed my mind. I just changed my habits. I just changed my outlook. I just change. I have no fear of change. I have no fear of anything, quite frankly. So, it's all good. Life's good. I'm bucking up. I'm up in my game. So, it's about regenerating myself. It's about healing myself. It's about doing the right thing. And that's for breathing. Breathing's the right thing. You can stop eating, for a length of time, and you can stop drinking for a length of time, and it won't have any effect on your body. You won't die. But if you stop breathing, go ahead, try that. Let's see if you check in 3 to 5 minutes and where you stand. So breathing is the whole thing. Our body, food does not fuel our body. That's a misconception. Because our body is cells, and cells are self-feeding. They self-generate. They do it all on their own. Our bodies do everything on its own. It's cosmic rays. It's energy that comes into our body. It's cosmic. It's so cosmic, man. And so, when you understand that, trust and rely on it. I mean, I'm going out on the stretch because I'm doing my urine, but I'm doing the urine because I dig it, and I still think that it's stem cell powered, regenerating fuel. That's what I think it is. So I'm digging it. To me, I found my, these people that drink like monsters and shit like that. Oh God, it's so horrible. It's such poison. What people put in their body is such poison. And I'm talking about everything: the food, the meds, the alcohol, the water, whatever you're putting in your body, you got to be really conscientious of it. 100%. Which brings me to another point, because I talk to a lot of people about this, and every day my day looks like healing, and I go walking. I do a lot of walking. I walk early in the morning, and I usually go out for more walks. Yesterday I walked like 12 miles. I average anywhere from 10 to 12 miles, 13 miles a day. As a part of my life force, as part of my exercise, is meditative, and it's exercise, and it's nature. It's all that. So anyway, I ride the bus up into a town that's 15 miles up the canal, and it's a tide flat. It's a cool park. They call it the Saltwater Prairie, and it has all these boardwalks that go all through the tide flats and stuff. It's really awesome. So anyway, on my bus ride, I mean, I get to talking to people regularly now, and so my bus drivers, they know exactly what I'm up to. I talk to them going and coming. I mean, they're good friend acquaintances. Anyway, they become more and more curious. They certainly do. And so my afternoon bus driver, Valerie, she says, because she was asking me about when you do the pee, and I said, well, usually, if you're going to do it like on a certain schedule, most people suggest the best is the first in the morning. And she goes, oh, well, mine just, oh God, it just reeks, and it's so putrid, and it's so foul, and it's so, so many whatever, it's all those things. And yes, it probably is, because you know what, our body, it's tired of everything we're shoving into it. So if you're doing a lot of whatever your food diet is, whatever your other consumption diet is, whether it's alcohol or diet soda, whether you're taking meds, if you're stressing out a lot, and you're in a lot of denial and under a lot of pressure, all these things add up. And pee is a perfect barometer. So if your pee is really, really, foul and putrid, you might want to look at what you're doing to your body. I mean, seriously, you might want to consider what you're doing to your body. Because your body can run pure and clean. It's possible. Because I've tasted it my own. I've tasted where it's like rainwater. It's like coconut water. It's like nothing. And other times it's strong. I mean, lately since I started this fast, it has it's not pungent, but it's got a kick to it. So, I don't know, but I don't doubt. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It won't kill me. It'll only make me stronger. Ha 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 ha. So, anyway, I was digging through my stuff and I found another poem I wanted to share. And actually, some people have commented how they appreciate the poem. So I think I'll just keep doing this because I can. And so let me take my glasses off so I can read. And this one's called Burning My Past, because that's really what I'm doing. Honestly, I'm just at this point, that's what I'm doing. So I thought this was kind of appropriate. So here it is. Here I go. Burning my past. I dreamed of burning my past last night. Every letter and photo, everything in sight. So I could know nothing, forget everything, and start a new life, completely clean. There's no obligations and nobody owed. Nowhere I've been to and nowhere to go. Will people stop talking if I cease to exist? And aggressive behaviors I choose to resist? Why do I anger those around me in my attempt to set myself free? Who am I being to create such disdain while burning the past of my lost life remains? Who do I threaten? What did they see? Is it just them reflecting as they're looking through me? I'm far from perfect. God knows I've tried to overcome walls I've built up inside. Never quite good enough. Am I wasting my time? My desire for living is on a thin line. It all seems so futile, whatever I do. Does anyone care what I'm going through? By simply affirming what I think I know is simply an effort for me to grow. But I'm feeling so empty, it's a good day to die, burning my past so my spirit can fly. Yeah, there it is. I wrote that back in 2003. Burning my past. I've gone through a lot. I've questioned my life a lot. I've done it a lot. But you know what? I'm not questioning it anymore. I'm pretty excited. I think life is getting better by the moment. And all I want to do is share. I want to share good news to everybody who wants to have any experience of a better life. I think that's a good mission. And I'm not selling anything. It's all for free. And that's what's really cool about it. Ha 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 ha. I don't have to sell anything. Ha 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 ha. I love that part. So, with all that being said, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, marvelous day. And, ba-boom, you just been loved. So, see you soon. Thanks for viewing. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and like and share and all that other stuff. Thanks. Bye.